Welcome back to a new video. Today is Valentine's Day. So I have my shirt on that I got from Walmart. It says, "You're my chimichanga." It has Deadpool on it. Let me see if I can get up. You're my chimichanga. My husband loves Deadpool. So I got it at Walmart for like less than $10. I was like, oh, I'm buying that shirt. And it's really soft. I do really like it. And then we already traded like our gifts this morning. I got him a new Stanley coffee mug, like a traveling mug. But my thing was I ordered it and I didn't realize how big it was. Like it's fat. It won't sit in a cup holder. So I told him you're gonna keep it, but like you can order another one that will fit because I literally got it yesterday and I was like, I can't even like at 4 p.m. I was like, I can't even like go get what he wants. So he was looking this morning and he didn't really find much. But my husband gave me my stuff and I'm so excited. He got me this tote bag, Smutty Romance Established 1983 Book Club. Spread those pages. I love it. He did show me another bag he was looking at, and I was like, no, I like this one better. The other one was cute, but this one's better. And then he got me 2 cups. So spread those pages like a good girl. You can't really see it because it's clear and the lettering is white. But there's that one. He also got me another one. This is Just One More Chapter. That one's really cute. And I asked him, like, did you get these on Etsy? And he's like, no, they were all on Amazon. So that's nice. So in the bag, my favorite candy of all time, peanut M&Ms. I told him those will probably be gone by the end of the day. And then there's a little bag in here that says Just One More Chapter, just like the cup. I thought that was really cute. He also got me a candle. It actually smells pretty good. My husband didn't really like the smell, but I'm like, I like it. So maybe I'll just use it when I'm like taking a bath and reading. I'll put that on, have a little relaxing session. And then just one more page, the little things that you put in the book when you're holding it. I really like. I don't have a wood one. This is my first wood one I have. All my other ones are like acrylic in a way. And then just some Epsom salt for the bath. And then socks. So this one says shh, and then this one says I'm reading on the bottom, and I love these. But yeah, that's what he got me for Valentine's Day. And I have this bag that I carry all of like my reading stuff, plus all of like my mics and everything is in here. Plus I have some like my glasses. I have my Kindle in here. This is really nice. My aunt bought these and she makes shirts, like my one with all the letters on it. Like if you know, you know, because I'm not gonna say what that is online because I'm not ruining it. She made me that shirt. She also made me the sweater that I wear all the time. So yeah. So she makes this stuff. So she made me, mind you, this is the only Lululemon thing I own. But she put my name on it in matte. And it's like I don't know, like suede velvet. I have no freaking clue. I'm not a fabric person. I'm not a fancy person. So I'm gonna transfer everything from here into this bag and I'll like carry my books and all like I could fit this tripod in here if I need to. So I'm really, really excited to transfer everything. But what I'm really excited about is I'm gonna start First Time Caller by BK Borison. I already did every 50 pages, which mind you, I already can tell when I was putting them in. I'm gonna get through this a lot faster, not only because it's shorter than Onyx Storm. The lettering is just different. This one, the type, the font size is bigger. And it's just I'm gonna be able to fly through this a lot faster than Onyx Storm. And I really wanted to start it today on Valentine's Day because I mean it's a romance novel. So I really wanted to read it. So I'm gonna start this today and I'm gonna probably wash one of my cups and drink out of it because I haven't washed anything yet and organize my bag. So I'm really excited to put all this stuff in there. I love everything that he got me. And it's so good. He was so excited yesterday when he got home from work. He goes, "Can I just give you the gift now? I really want you to open it. I really want to see you open it." And I'm like, I can wait. I have patience. I can wait. He did not want to wait to give it to me, but I'm like, no, we're going to wait. And in the morning, first thing he did, he came up, he goes, "Do you want it now? Do you want it now?" We were still in our PJs. I was like, fine. Like, because he really wanted his. And it was so funny because we both start walking down the hallway and he's like, "Where are you going?" I go, "Your gift is in the closet." He goes, "Your gift is in the closet." We both hid our gifts in our bedroom closet. I don't know, but I really did like it. And so now I'm just gonna, because I've already been cleaning, doing laundry, doing everything. I'm gonna go sit now and relax. So, and I guess I barely even had breakfast just now, but I'm gonna go sit, relax with the kids. Welcome back. I went yesterday to a little place with my husband and some friends, and it takes like about almost an hour to get there, and it's like in the mountains and stuff. So I read First Time Caller by BK Boris, and I should put it on this side. Probably be easier to hold up. But I gave this one 4.75. I wanted to give it a 5 star so bad. I really wanted to, but it just didn't give me the 5 star feels. I don't know if it's because, like, it's about a girl named Lucy right here. She is a mechanic. She is 29 and she has a 12-year-old daughter. And she catches her daughter one night at like 10:30 at night talking on the phone with somebody. she starts to panic because she doesn't know who she's talking to. And she takes the phone and she's talking to the person. Well, it ends up being this guy named Aiden, and he's on our radio and he's on the like romance hotline. And they start talking because I guess her daughter Maya thinks that she's lonely and wants her to date and all this stuff. And so he's talking, they're Lucy and Aiden start talking, and she never realized she was lonely. Her daughter caught on it, but she didn't catch it. And I really liked that the dad of Maya, they've been best friends since like they were 3. His name is Grayson, and he's gay and he's married. But they have such a good relationship. They're literally best friends, and she's such good friends with the husband too. And I really liked that representation. And then with Aiden, my thing with him is like I understand where he's coming from. Like his grandma, there's her mom, his mom had cancer when he was little. And after that, he kind of shut off his emotions. So he doesn't really believe in love and all this stuff. But once he starts talking to Lucy, he starts opening up, but he doesn't completely understand what's happening. And he doesn't know how to trust himself. And he doesn't think he's good enough. And so it was just really cute to watch him open up and her deciding what she wants and how to get what she wants. And I thought it was really, really beautiful. I recommend this book to everybody. I already know I'm going to see if any of my family wants to read it because they're all bigger, just romance readers. But yeah, I totally recommend that book. Right now, I started this morning Heartless Hunter because I want to do this is my reread, and I want to start Rebel Witch. So I'm already 50 pages in. Um, it's about Rune, and she is a witch, and she's a socialite. And then there's Gideon, and he's a witch hunter. So this is like the ultimate cat and mouse duet ever. And the part I'm at right now, which mind you, it's not really a spoiler, is that she's helping witches escape, and Gideon is trying to catch these witches and kill them because they don't like witches. Yeah. So that's where I'm really at right now. But this is a good book. I'm really excited to continue reading this one and start Rebel Witch. So that's what I'm hoping to do today. But we are also trying to potty train my son today. And also, I have a bridal shower later. So we're going to see how things go and how much I even get to read today. Okay, so I made a little bit of a boo boo. I finished Heartless Hunter in 2 days. And I went back to my other reading journal to see what I gave it, and I gave it 4 stars. On Goodreads, I kept it at 4 stars, but on my Fable, I put 4.75. I liked it a lot more, I think, because I already knew kind of what was going to happen, so I was catching things that I didn't catch the first time. So I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it, and the angst between Rune and Gideon, oh, it's so good, and I loved this book. So right when I finished it, I immediately picked up Rebel Witch, and I'm over 50% of the way through, like a little over 50%. And this one it starts off pretty much right where the first one stops. So Gideon is trying to find Rune and kill her, but he figures out something's going on, and he can't do it. He can't kill her, and he's trying, and he just can't. And then she just cannot let anything bad happen to him. So they end up doing a temporary truce to work together and beat Cressida, pretty much. But they're not trusting each other at all. He thinks that she's lying when she's not. She's telling him the truth, but she's caught him lying already to somebody else. And the point I'm at is where she completely confronted him, and they're trying to find a certain person. And she doesn't know they found him, but he does because he was watching. But she doesn't realize. She doesn't know what happened because she was asleep. So that's where I'm at. But oh my God, like I hate Cressida with a passion. I don't like her. And the things she did to Gideon, it damn pisses me off. Pisses me off. So I am really enjoying it so far. And it's like 455 pages with the epilogue, and I'm at 251. So I'm a little over 50% of the way through. So I read the top, the bottom is what I have left. So I'm over 50%. I really think I'm going to be able to finish this today, because also there's a Kindle book I want to read. It's supposed to be like a novella, and it's Valentine's Day themed. So I really want to read that today, and then maybe pick up The Road of Bones, or yes, The Road of Bones, and then we'll read The Kingdom of Claw. Yeah, and then because it's getting so close to the end of February, because today is the 18th or the 19th, 19th, that we have 9 days left. I want to read those two. Those two might not take me very long to read, but just in case, I don't want to start another, like the duology of the one that's like The Mummy. I have it over there. I want to make sure they're in the same month. I like that. It looks better on my monthlies. So after that, I don't know how many days I'll have left. If I could get those two done in this month, then technically all that I would have left for February would be Red Fox and the Benson, and that was what was on my February TBR. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to those this month based on I only have 9 days left. And Road of Bones and Kingdom of Claw are very big books. So my plan for the day is to read, clean, take care of the kids. But I do also have a mini haul. So I was able to get some books through Target. I usually check out once a week to see which ones of their books are actually like on sale. So I've been wanting to read Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson. I bought this one. I think it was like 14, but when I was looking at it, it was almost like $24 originally. I was like, I'm not paying $24, especially for this a little book, you know? But I really, really, really do want to read this because this is totally my type of book. Like I love shifter, anything type of book. So I did get this one. And the one I was the most excited to get, I paid $11 for Quicksilver at Target. I was so excited. I was like, there's no way I'm paying $11 for this. And I paid 14 for this. I was like, yes, I'm picking this up. I've already read this book. I love this book and I can't wait for the next one to come out. So I know I want to reread it. And I was like, I don't want it on my Kindle. Yeah, I read it for free on my Kindle, but I want to read this one again before the next book comes out. So I bought it, but also I have a package. I do know what book it is. Let me actually open it. I can't open it while holding my mic. Okay, so the book I ordered is Redeemed. It is the last book of the House of Night series. I really did want to finish this because this is the last one. There was 12 books. This is the 12th one. I really wanted to finish the series because I do have the rest of it up on my Pango. Um, I read these after high school or in high school. I can't remember when I read them, but I really liked them. And then I reread them in last year, and I did not really like them anymore. Like I maybe gave them 2.5 to 3 stars. What I remembered was Zoe loves the boys. She doesn't know who she actually likes. She likes all of them. and she just cannot make a decision. And I was back then I thought it was funny. Now I'm just like, girl, just pick one. Just pick one. And mind you, I read Why Chooses, and in this situation, I was like, no, I wouldn't do a Why Choose in this. Just pick one. Like, this is ridiculous. And the talking, like, I don't know if they're writing, like, because it's PC Cast and Kristen Cast. I don't think their writing styles for me, because I only re-picked this up because I figured out they did another series based off this series, and they're already like 4 or 5 books in, and I wanted to read it because I'm like, oh, I read House of Night and I loved it, and now I'm just like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna read it because I'm not liking the writing style. But this I know I could finish pretty quick. I think the other ones it would take me like a day or two to read them. So yeah, so this is my little mini haul of my new books that I have. I know for sure these two will most likely end up on my March TBR, only because I don't think I have that many books coming out in March? Question mark. I think The Ragpicker King by Cassandra Clare is coming out next month, and I really want to read Swordcatcher again. Oh my god, so good. And I did actually want to show a little clip. I did change up my bookshelf just a little bit, nothing too crazy. So I want to do like a quick little clip later, because right now my kids are in the living room and you're going to hear them watching Toy Story because my bookshelf is in my living room. So I'm going to wait to show the clip later. But I did rearrange just a few things just to have it a little bit more organized. But yeah, so I'm just going to go read. That's literally all I want to do today. It's 8 in the morning and all I want to do is read. I just really want to finish Rebel Witch, and I'm blowing through it. I already read 50 pages this morning, and I've only technically been awake since like 6:30. So I'm blowing through this. And I also, it helps book of the month. Their font is a little bit bigger. Let me see. I mean, it's a little bit bigger, so it's easier to just fly through the pages. I'm literally probably on a page for like a minute. I mean, I'm blowing through this. So I think I could get at least another 50 pages done by maybe 9 o'clock. I'm hoping by 9 o'clock. And then I do need to go to the grocery store. I just need a few things, but this is my plan, is to finish this book and hopefully read a little novella today. We'll see. Okay, so these are my shelves. This is still my TBR shelves. I just put the redeemed up there because there would only be one on the very, very bottom down there, and I don't want it falling. So it's up there. But these are all the ones that are like the ones I want to read, because I know in the beginning of last year I had it and I was all the way up until like here. So all of those shelves plus this one and this one are full of reads. So I mean, I've done pretty good, but I still have my Sarah J. Maas, Icebreaker, Wild Flame, Daydream. I have my R.A. Smith, Halston U series. But what's different is this had all of these on the shelf. So what I did was, these are all the ones, like, this series is done. This one, it's so technically a standalone. I'm not quite sure. But these I've read. I've read that one. I've read that one. So over here, like, this one's coming out with another book, so I want to reread this. This one's coming out with another book. I want to reread it. So all of these are coming out with another book this year, and I want to reread them. So I put them over here. So once I read it, I will read it, read the book that it goes to, and then move it here. I know this is a romance, but it's because of it being a hardcover and it being tall. I don't want to put it here because these, I know these are romances. These are dark romances. The themes are off. But I think once these shelves are not so many, that I'll start doing by genre. But that's all I really changed of the series. Oh, and then these are my taller paperbacks. So I already read Foxglove King and Hemlock Queen this year. There's not a new one coming out. That one, it will, but I don't know if I want to put it with the other ones on the other shelf because of it being a paperback. You know what? Let's try it. Let's see what it looks like. I mean, I don't hate it. So I'm just going to leave it there. So my paperback ones that I've already read this year are going to go here. These are going to be my hardback ones. And I'm hoping sometime down the line I could start doing it by themes. But like this one hasn't changed much. I'm just putting my sleeves here. And then I just finished, oh, I forgot to talk to you about this. I finished The Outsiders. I'll do an update on that at the very end of the video. But I did read that one from the 4th to I think about yesterday I finished it. I was only reading a chapter a day, so I did put it there. But yeah, that's the update of my shelves. So I finished Rebel Witch. Oh my God, I cried so much in this book towards the end. I mean, oh my God, I guessed some of the stuff that was going to happen in here, but not all of it. Some of it I was pretty surprised. But there was like a few little things that I caught. Oh my God, I love Rune and I love Gideon and Harrow and Juniper and Seraphine and all of them. Like I loved all of these characters. And Cressida, oh, may she rot in hell. I did not like her at all. And you love to hate her. Like you wanted it down bad that she was gone. But I gave this 5 stars. So freaking good. The action was good, everything, just like the whole book. No notes. No notes. This is amazing. And I'm hoping I will reread it, but I'm just so glad I have another series off my list of series that I want to read because this was only 2. It's a duology. And for them being a duology, I mean, they're pretty small. I mean, okay, my version of small is less than 600 pages. One's 455 and the other one is 404 or something like that. That's not bad. I read this one in 2 days. I mean, I started it yesterday. Well, I technically read it in under 24 hours because I started it yesterday. I think it was like 4 p.m. and it's just after 1 o'clock. And in that time, I mean, I slept and everything. So I don't even know how long it actually took me to finish this, like how many hours, but highly, highly recommend this duology. And I know she doesn't have a bunch of other stuff she's written. I think there was like 5 or 6 other books that I saw. I'm going to be reading her backlist. The way she writes, oh, I absolutely loved this book. Highly, highly, highly recommend. But now, I have not cleaned today because I've just been reading. I could not put it down. Like I literally couldn't put it down. So now I'm going to do cleaning. I'm going to pick up my entire house, laundry, all that good jazz. And when like my dishwasher's on and my laundry's going and the whole house is clean and everything, then I'm going to pick up a novella. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. I record on my phone and I have it on my phone. I also have it on my tablet, but my tablet's not in here. So when I start to read that, I will show you what I'm reading. And it's a novella. I think it's around 80 to 90 pages, this novella that I picked. So I'm going to read that today and hopefully I could start it and finish it today. Because if so, then I could start The Road of Bones. But I wanted just a little bit of a palate cleanser in between so it's not so fantasy heavy. So let's get on it. So I picked up Hetty Cupid by Sarah Blue. It's a Valentine's novella. It's like maybe 110 pages. It starts the first chapter on page 7 and ends on 117 or something like that. I don't even know. But I started it last night and I finished it last night right before bed. I gave it 4 stars. I mean, it was so funny. I felt weird giving a novella 4 stars, but I think it was mainly because it can't with it being 110 pages, you can't do a lot of character growth. But in this, there was some character growth. And I was like, you got to give it that extra star for that. But it is smut central. It has a lot, and it's very vulgar. And it was just so good. So the main girl, her name is Levin. This is how it starts every chapter. I always have mine on like black. Um, her name is Love because she's a Cupid, and their Valentine's Day is coming up. So the Valentine's Day ball is coming up in Cupidale. I would have never thought of that. And her ex-boyfriend broke up with her because she got up for an award for like the Lust Award or something like that. So he's jealous or whatever. So she's mad at herself for dating him because she's like, he just used me. He didn't actually care about me. He just used me. So she's like, I'm going to get him back and I'm going to get a date to the ball. But all the other Cupids, none of them are available. So her friend Amor, she's like, why don't you get somebody from one of the other Vales, well, one of the other guys to come? So it's not only Cupids, there's Cupids, angels, ghosts, and reapers. So she first goes to Target because for some reason angels like to hang out at Target. I don't know. I thought that was really funny. And then she goes to a cemetery to talk to a ghost, and the ghost like, I can't leave here because she tells him why, and he goes, that's really funny, but like I can't leave. Like he can't actually leave like his tombstone. Like he can't go anywhere. So then she goes to find a Grim Reaper, and they're in hospitals. So she goes to a hospital. She meets one. His name is Death. So his chapters start like this. And I absolutely loved him and how he describes her because she's completely pink. Her skin is pink, her eyes are pink, her hair's pink, her clothes are pink. Everything about her is pink. And he looks like a general Grim Reaper, just doesn't have a scythe. And he's like, I don't even know where the whole scythe thing came from. Like they talk about it. And she straight up tells him what she needs. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll be your date to the Valentine's Day ball, no problem. And then he finds out who the guy is. And he is just, oh yeah, I'm way down because he really doesn't like her ex-boyfriend. He knows the ex-boyfriend, but he never tells her that. So they hang out every now and then, but like they're both extremely attracted to each other from the get-go. And the commentary is freaking hilarious. And then once the Valentine's Day ball comes, they're like, I want this to be more than one night. How do I tell the other I want this to continue? Both of them are thinking it, but they're not telling each other. And so the third act conflict did make a lot of sense. It actually made sense even for like just like normal people. So once he finds out why she's mad, he feels so stupid, which he should have because it was dumb. Um, it really made no sense, the whole situation. So um, they fix everything, whatever. So the next one, it's Lucky Cupid. So I'm confused because it's supposed to be St. Patrick's Day, but they don't mention like leprechauns and stuff. They only mention the angels, the ghosts, the cupids, and the reapers. So I don't know if they're going to add something. And I'm not looking at the synopsis until after I read it. Like once I start to read it, I want to look at the synopsis for that one. But I am picking up The Road of Bones today. It's the first book of the Ashen series. I have read this one already, so this will be a reread because I want to read Kingdom of Claw. This one is 500. I already put all my 50-page tabs in, but this one 539 pages. So it's already after 2:00. I just had a friend visit, and I haven't seen her in a long time, but she's been watching my videos, I think, or she's seen my Instagram because she goes, you just read a book, it was black, and I was sitting there thinking, I automatically thought of this one, but I'm like, but that's not in a video yet. So it was Onyx Storm. So she's like, did you really like it? And I told her I absolutely loved it. So I sent her home with Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm. And I go, you read them? And if you have a question or you want to talk about something in the book, you text me, because nobody in my family reads these types of books like I do. A lot of them are pretty much just contemporary romance. She likes this type of stuff. So I'm so excited to have a friend that reads what I read and that I can talk to them about it. So I'm really excited for her to start and just get to talk to her about books, because I don't really have people around me that talk about books. That's really why I started a YouTube channel, because I don't have anybody around that really reads what I read. So I don't really have anybody to talk to about them. And I think my husband would really appreciate it, because I tell him and he just looks at me like I'm damn crazy most of the time. And I'll tell him like about Zayden and how he's a shadow daddy. And he's just like, why is he a shadow daddy? Why do you like him? And I'm like, oh God, don't be jealous of Zayden. I'm sorry. He's fictional. But I am so excited for her to read these books and to have somebody to talk to about them, because I only know two other people. One has read Onyx Storm, one's in Onyx Storm, and I just keep sending them memes. And like one of my cousins lives in San Francisco, so I don't see her. She's read Onyx Storm, so every now and then I'll send her a meme and she'll send me a few. But oh my gosh, I'm really excited to get my friends to start reading my books so that I could talk to them about them. So I'm gonna get to reading and hanging out, and let's see how much of this book I get through. So I am closing out my vlog today. I thought right now was the perfect time to close it out. Maybe it's Friday, but also my husband's going to be home in like 30 minutes and my kids are taking a nap. So I'm not going to be bothered. So first wanted to go over what I read this week. So the first thing I read in this blog was First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I gave it 4.75 stars. This was so sweet. I absolutely loved this book. Highly recommend this book. I mean, I keep thinking about it. Even though I've been in fantasy and everything like ever since, I keep thinking about it. They're just so cute, and you just want to hug them and love on them, and they're so cute. I highly recommend this one. And then I read Heartless Hunter by Kristen Cicerelli. I gave this one 4.25 stars last time I read it, because this is a reread for me. Last time I read it, I gave it 4 stars. I think because I knew what was going to happen, there were other little things that I caught the second time. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. And I also wanted to refresh my memory before I read Rebel Witch, which was my next read. And I gave this one 5 stars. I would not change a single thing about this book. Wouldn't change anything. I loved Rune and Gideon falling in love again, and just they cannot figure out how they're going to make it work with her being a witch, him being a witch hunter, and he finally gets it out of his head, just like, I have to figure it out. I have to do this. I have to be with her, and he does. And oh my God, such sweet moments. I swear, pick up this duology. If you like fantasy, which, because this is it, it's done, the series is over. It's a quick read, very cute, got angst, and they're literal enemies to lovers. Love this series. Just, they're so good. And then I finished, oh wait, where'd that one go? Oh, right here. The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I have been reading this one almost all month. I was reading only a chapter a day. And mind you, I read this in 8th grade, but I've always thought about this book, and I thought might as well just reread it. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to do something. Okay, there we go. And I really liked this book. I did give it 5 stars. I mean, it's mainly for nostalgia purposes is why it has its 5-star rating. But I actually did highlight in this book, and I don't ever highlight in books. And I did highlight. I didn't put tabs because I also don't want to put it in towards the wall, then the tabs get scrunched. So I only highlighted. Next, I read Petty Cupid by Sarah Blue. I gave this one 4 stars. It kind of felt like a crime giving it 4 stars with it being a novella. It's only like 110 pages, but it was good. The whole, like, if she wanted to make this a full novel, and it would have worked so well being like a 300-page novel. Like, it would have worked very well, go more into character, like depth, and them working through things and working together and all that. That would have made it a 5-star. But just the premise of it is so funny. It's not something you're ever going to read. It's about love, which she's a Cupid, and death, which he's a Grim Reaper. And it is coming up to Valentine's Day, and she invites him to the Valentine's Day ball. And Reapers don't ever go. Nobody goes other than Cupids. So I thought it was super cute. I really, 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 really liked it. And right now I am doing my reread of The Road of Bones so I can read Kingdom of Claw. If I can get this book and maybe Kingdom of Claw done this weekend, then I only have 4 books left on my February TBR. And all of them are actually pretty short. They're not too bad. So I don't know if I'm going to get to them. I hope I get to them this weekend, but I'm not quite sure. But The Road of Bones is technically what I say is a Little Red Riding Hood retelling, because she wears the cloak and she is on the run. And it starts with, her name is Scylla. She's in a town. She is not going by her name, and they do not like people with powers. They're called Galdra. And she's in a town, a bell goes off, they must all go, and there's 3 people up there and they must stone them. And she doesn't want to, but she has to, because if she doesn't, she will then be put up there and be stoned herself and be killed. So she does it, she goes off, her and her dad tells her, we need to leave right now. So they start leaving, and it says where they're going to go. And she's like, that's like a month away of walking. Like, no, we don't need to go that far. And he goes, no, we're going. And while they're walking, they get ambushed by like 6 people. And the dad does kill all of them, but she finds out that her father's not her father, because her father then dies. So he's just like, you need to go where I need you to go. So she decides to go, and she gets to a town and she climbs into somebody's wagon, not realizing it's the Blood Axe crew. And the main guy, Ray, his name is Axe Eyes. Ray, he's a brute. He's just grumpy. He's like, I don't trust her. She's lying about something. And everybody else is like teaching her. Like, Hecla is teaching her how to use a knife and how to defend herself. And right now she is in a market trying to get food, because that's how she's helping them. Like, you're letting me sit in your wagon. I will make you breakfast. I'll make you dinner. I'll clean up. Like, I will pull my weight. So that's what she's doing. So she's in a market with Jonas, which he is Wolf. That's his nickname, is Wolf. That's why I say Red Riding Hood retelling. She's Little Red Riding Hood. He is Wolf. But they're very much attracted to each other, and they're trying to not be attracted to each other because they know, like, it's not really going to go anywhere. But I read this book, so I know what happens, and it's just fun to rewatch. And there was a few things that happened, and I'm like, oh my God, they just referenced, like, it was like a little Easter egg, and I did not catch it the first time. So this time I caught it. I went, oh my God, this is so, so good, knowing I know what happens in this book already, and I'm only 200 pages in. It's 539 pages, so I'm not even halfway. So I am really enjoying this, and I really want to finish it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna end my vlog. Oh, I had a little burp there. I'm gonna end my vlog here, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you come back and watch another video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.